Good evening, Michelle. Welcome to Ga-Rankuwa FM.
Good evening, Lorisang, and good evening to the listeners. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much for affording us your time this evening. I think it's for the first time you and I chat officially on air.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah. But maybe firstly, before we get on the road, please tell us a little bit about Michelle Abdeziet.
Okay, so I'm a resident of Yesbus in the east of Pretoria. I am currently a member of the Regional Executive Committee of the Tshwane Regional Football Association. And my portfolio basically oversees technical and development, and then I'm the vice chairperson of the competitions committee.
Talking about your role in development, how are we doing in that space in as far as things are going at the moment?
Well, so I can say that we are trying. So far, we have re-established the Technical and Development Committee, and we have great expertise on there. We have the likes of Mr. Steve Kutsia, who is a CAF trainer, and then we have our regional technical officer, who is a professional coach. So we are gathering our minds and working towards building football in the Tshwane region.
Yeah.
Yes.
But outside your role at TRFA, you are also a leader of the ladies team that is also playing football here in Tshwane. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay. I'm not really. My husband is the coach and the owner of the club, so that is how I got into football. I always say that I married football because my husband is a coach, and his team is playing in the Tshwane Regional League. They are based in Easters, yes.
And then in terms of support for the team, is it enough? Are you getting enough support, or is he getting enough support? Because obviously you've just said he is the owner, but you are also part and parcel of the team.
Yes. Well, I think there's no such thing as enough support. There's always be something else needed. But as with most football clubs in, I guess, the country, but definitely in the region, a lot of it is self-funded. So we get support where there is support, where the support can be provided. But obviously, there can always be more.
Yeah, there can always be more. Michelle, well, we called you here tonight just to discuss the preparations around the SAFA-D license. What's the latest from your office?
So the course was scheduled to start on the 24th of May, which is the Sunday. It had, however, had to be postponed. So the new date is the 1st of June, which is next week. Yes. We unfortunately had sorry.
No, I'm saying that's a bit too far. On the 1st of June, why not on Sunday?
On Sunday, because SAFA requires us to have a minimum number of participants. And also, remember, these courses are like a prepaid. So we failed to get sufficient people to pay for us to start the course. So that is literally the only delay. From our side, it was all systems go. But as I said, we need to make payments, and that was not possible at this juncture.
When you talk about the threshold of the participant, what were we looking at?
It is a minimum of 25 participants and a maximum of 30.
And then on your desk at the moment, how many names, how many participants do you have?
We do have 25 at the moment.
Oh yeah, okay. Yes. So it means you are ready to kickstart, but you'll do it from the 1st of June.
Yes, as I said, payments was the major challenge. So this would also allow for participants to pay before the 1st, and also it would allow for more members to possibly register, because we obviously still have space for 5.
Oh, okay. And then in terms of the instructors, who are we having this time around? Will Mr. Kutsia be there, or you're going to get a new set of instructors?
Oh, the instructors are appointed by SAFA. So it won't necessarily be Mr. Kusia, but it would most likely be other SAFA instructors from Tshwane.
Or you, at the moment, you don't have their names as yet?
Well, we had it for this week, but unfortunately it might change because they might have already been allocated elsewhere for next week.
Yeah. But Michelle, I've always wondered, wondered as to why, when these courses are instructed and the participants, at the end of the course, they get the certificate. Do we know where these participants end up doing with that certificate?
No, we don't. What we do know is that the people who do come are usually active in football. So our view would be that they would continue where they are, or obviously advance from there. Yeah,
because my proposal to you or the association or a question was going to be, are you not maybe in contact with schools around Tshwane where these coaches, after graduating, they can maybe go do practicals at schools and try and develop football at those schools across Tshwane?
That is a very good idea, Rorisang, which we will definitely consider as a committee, which is also part of could be part of the idea that we have as a region, where in the past it was only the region who hosted from sea level upwards. So now we are trying to activate our LFAs, all 16 across the region, that they actually host D license courses and C license courses. Because remember, D license is the basic, the entry level course, and from there you progress. And the higher level you coach, the higher qualification you need. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and maybe you will excuse my ignorance here. Sometimes you'll find that the course it's written CAF-D license, but this time around it's written SAFA-D license. Are the accreditation for both courses the same?
Yes. So SAFA curriculum is the CAF curriculum. So SAFA is a member of CAF, and therefore when you need to progress to do a CAF-C, you need to have done the SAFA D license, which is why it is referred to as the CAF-D, because it is the automatic entrance into the C license.
Okay. And then in terms of the list that you have, how many women do we have on the list, Michelle, or it's more male as opposed to their counterparts?
Rorisang, that is something that we work towards every single day. Unfortunately, it is still the majority male.
Oh. Are we likely to move where we'll only have a female-led course? I remember there was once one that was held either last year or a year before.
Yes. In the past, we have had female-only courses, a D level and a C level. Yes, so it is important for the growth of women in football. So we will definitely be looking into that again.
Yeah.
During this year.
Yeah, I know you may be conflicted in this one, but it's fine. I'll ask the question. The SAFA-D license coaching course run by the Tshwane Regional Football Association costs 3,500 rand non-refundable. And there's an association where you are from, where the association will also be holding a course of the same level with a lesser price. What's the difference there, Michelle?
It's remember, we have things that we need to provide. You need to provide a facility, you need to provide equipment for the instructors, you need to provide lunch, you need to provide material. So it depends on where you are. And it might just be that in Eersteres, the facility is at no cost, for example. So that would diminish the cost.
Okay.
Yes.
So at the regional level, are you not able to secure a venue where you don't have to pay? I mean, you are the governing body of football in Tshwane.
We could always engage people, but I just use the venue as an example. But I mean, the other operational costs, you might find that we would not have to pay travel fees. We might find that. Do you understand? Because the instructors need to be paid. There needs to be paid travel fees. We need to do catering. And these prices vary. And most likely, the cost of food in Easters would be less than in for the region.
All right, Michelle, let me not put you in your corner. That's why I said the question that I'm going to ask you, it was going to be be a bit of a conflict there for you. But maybe lastly, in as far as football is concerned, how are we doing in the Women's Regional League so far? Because I read a report that you released as the region last week that 2 teams, I think Ga-Rankuwa Queens and the other one, I just forgot the name, are on the verge of selling their status. So are there any fixtures for this weekend that we can know of?
Yes, the fixtures are continuing for those teams who are ready and who have registered players. The teams who are selling their status, they are still in the process, and they should be scheduled to start next week. I think it is. That is just off the top of my head, if I remember correctly. I can't confirm that, but football continues.
Yeah, no, well, as long as you've confirmed that football continues, we really appreciate that. What is your vision for football in Tshwane?
My vision for football, my personal vision.
Yes.
Is to see more coaches equipped. Because when we equip the coach, we are empowering 30, 40 youth, which is guaranteed to improve the level of football in Tshwane in the future.
Yeah, okay. Michelle, as always, my sister, we really appreciate your time. We always engage online, but this was our first conversation on air, and I truly appreciate you making time for us this evening. We'll catch up sometime next week just to find out as to how is the course going from your side. But for tonight, we really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Rosan.
Thank you. Honorable Sanalena ke Michelle Abdeziet ke wa Wastegeniki ebile karolo ya tsa di khaisano ka ko komite ya di khaisano ka ko Tshwane Regional Football Association. Re buisana jalo ka coaching course ene tshwantsetse karolo ya bakatisi ba ne tshwantse ba simolle mo felong ano a beke yana go tlhalositswe gore e buseditswe morago ba tle go simolla mo kgweding e tlang. Kgwedi e tlang fa tla be roga 1 June ba tla bo ba thankgolla semmuso the SAFA-D license ya ka ko Tshwane Regional Football Association.